Hey, I'm Joe Root and welcome to A Day in the Life with me.
Bye, Mama. See ya.
So excited for today, Bella? Big day in your dress, St George's Day dress. I had a very busy winter, so actually to get the last month or so at home, getting into some routines, being with the kids, doing the school drop-offs, picking them up, it's such a nice feeling to come back and be able to do. It almost feels like a holiday in itself. Alf, what do you want to be when you're older?
It's rather a ninja,
A ninja?
a chef,
A chef?
or an inventor.
Or an inventor. Very creative. And what would you be, Bella, when you're older? What do you want to be?
A chef.
You want to be a chef as well? That's a good sign for Mummy and Daddy. Something that we didn't grow up around social media. It's a sort of a space that's constantly evolving. Alf at 8 years old, for example, is going to be, when he gets a little bit older, is going to be exposed to so much more than what we did. So it's not something that we can relate to personally. So it's being very aware of it, trying to make sure that you're having good, honest conversations and that, you know, that they feel comfortable that they can talk to you about things. And similarly, making sure that, you know, you're always available for that and you're very mindful of it. There's no better feeling in the world than being a parent. I think it's something that's undescribable, it's uncomparable to anything else you do, so very special. There is a big stigma around mental health at the minute, and it's something that we're very aware of as parents. For Alf growing up as a young lad, and as senior player within our team as well, the young guys coming into it, is something you want to keep a close eye on. I've actually not been back practicing long, so it'd be just a case of getting back into it, going through some technical things, brushing up on stuff and just trying to find some rhythm within my batting. I think once I start hitting some balls, once I get back into it, once I meet up with the teams, I'll start getting excited for the summer. But yeah, it's always difficult to switch modes, yeah. So I play all three formats of the game, so there's T20, there's 50 over cricket and Test cricket. Some of the proudest moments of my career to date would be obviously making my England debut, going on and winning the Ashes, winning a World Cup in 2019, going on and captaining England as well. They're all things that I'm incredibly proud of, and I'm sure when I finish my career I'll look back on really fondly. Yeah, a bit rusty, but we'll get there. If I ever feel under pressure or things are getting tough, I try and relate back to being 10, 12 years old as a kid. And that feeling of when I wake up in the morning, and I used to wake up in the morning, open the curtains and pray it wasn't raining so I could go outside and play cricket. And whether it be on the driveway, in the garden, on the road, me and my brother in particular would have just mini test matches, and we'd think that we would imagine that we were playing for England against Australia or South Africa, and just remember that I guess that raw emotion and enjoyment that I got from playing as a kid. From there we'll speed things up a bit more and try and make it a little bit more match intensity to finish things off for the session. Having said I want it more match intensity, so with it being the first one you don't have to go mental.
I know, I normally try and take advantage of it, yeah.
34 years old now, I'd like to think I'm going to play for a little while longer, but you've retired a long time in sport. I want to enjoy the second half of my career. That was awesome, Josh, thank you. Finally feel like I remembered what I was doing by the end, so that was good. Good start. Look forward to the season now. Right, time for some lunch. Me and Carrie are going to whip something up quite quickly, so nothing too special, but we'll fill a hole and make sure we're well fueled for our game of paddle afterwards. We have to be a team, and I'm very fortunate to have someone as strong as her to be able to cope when I'm not here. You know, she's a superwoman to be able to do everything that she does whilst we're away, basically being a single mum for periods of time, and she's exceptional. I'm very lucky. You know, she's a fabulous mum, but she's a brilliant wife as well. She's very supportive, and I've had some difficulties throughout my career, and to have someone, you know, to have your best friend with you that can go through everything and shoulder everything with you, and have someone to talk to about things when they're difficult, and understand, you know, they sort of live everything that you go through as well. She's sort of the star player of our family, to be honest. When we're away on tour for long periods of time, we're in hotel rooms or on planes or whatever, sometimes I like to draw. It's something that if I probably didn't play cricket, I would have studied further at school and beyond. I generally do it on my iPad now. I just find it's a really nice way to switch off, take my mind off. I know the stresses of touring or, you know, if there's time to fill on a flight or whatever, it's a nice way for me to relax and unwind, really. I think there are some parallels with I think with cricket, as a batter, you've got to be, I like to think you've got to be a little bit of an artist in how you construct your innings, the certain shots that you might have to play, how you have to be creative in how you construct an innings and how you sort of manage different bowler types and how you're going to score your runs. So I think there is a small crossover between the two. I was actually very fortunate through a friend who's a big supporter of cricket. I got given one of Ed Sheeran's, well, he gave and signed a guitar for me. So he basically said, good luck in the Ashes and beat Australia. It's something every now and again I'll take on tour, and then before you know it, you've been on it for 2 hours and you're trying to figure out a song or learn a little riff or whatever. We've opened a paddle centre up just in the village, so it's about 4 or 5 weeks in now, and one thing I love most about it is very sociable. You can spend time with your friends. You are getting the benefits of exercise as well. So for me, there's so much good that comes from both of them, that not only does it scratch an itch in terms of that competitive element, but also if you've been sat at a desk, for example, all day, give yourself a way of moving around and getting your muscles active, then it's a great way to finish things off. You can almost hide the fact you're doing exercise within something fun I think is an added bonus, right? And some of the best things that I experience within sport are the relationships that you make within it as well. So the fact that it can, from it you can gain some lifelong friends and experience some really cool stuff. It all can only be a benefit for anyone wanting to start out. Now that's my day done. Thanks for watching along. Time to go and pick the kids up from school.